Okay, tomorrow I leave for Fiji on the family holiday early in the morning. It's a 5:30 wake up. So it's a freaking early one. But today, fairly relaxed. I've had a call midday with an e-commerce brand. We're getting everything set up, getting ready to launch in a couple of days. So I got everything connected in terms of the ad account, getting connected to the Shopify. And then now it's just about building out the campaign, getting the creatives ready, getting everything up and ready to go so that we can launch, see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to it. This is my first time working with an e-commerce brand. So based on the results that I get for that and how much I enjoy it and the potential I can see for me to bring value to the business, but then also make money myself from it, I'll either look to continue working with some more e-commerce brands, or maybe I'll just stick to service-based businesses. So I'm not sure exactly how that'll go yet. I'm really excited to see how it will go. I was watching a video of Alex Becker a couple days ago. No, this was yesterday actually. I was at the gym and I like to just listen to his YouTube videos from his business channel. And he was talking about one of the most important skills as an entrepreneur. Now, yesterday I talked about how I was focusing heavily on developing my focus, my ability to sit down, focus on the task at hand and get it done. That's one of the main things I'm focusing on. The other one that you need as an entrepreneur, especially if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to make it far in life, is your ability to take risk. If you think about making money like any other skill there is, if you play guitar, in order to get better, like you could learn the easiest song in the world, learn it, but what, you're just gonna stay at that level and play that song over and over? No, you're gonna wanna learn better things and stuff that sounds better. So guess what? You have to take the risk and play a better song. It'll be challenging. It'll feel like you're starting over again, but then you learn that song and then you go to play another song that's even harder and even better, and then you play another one and another one and another one. Now the thing is, and he used the analogy in comparing that between making money, people understand how to build a skill. They understand that they need to push themselves. They understand that they need to try something more difficult, something that they haven't really done before, and have to start over again in order to develop that skill. Now, where this translates into making money is a skill. However, why people are so bad at it is because they are not good at then challenging themselves to start over again and get to that next level. They often get so comfortable at one of the early songs that they learn to play that they never want to try something harder because they're too scared of the risk that comes with starting over again, or risking, say, more capital, more time, more energy, things within their life. And it is for that reason that they stop being able to make a lot of money. They don't have the skill. And it comes down to risk. It's a basic rule. If you want to be successful in life, you need to be able to take risk. I would consider myself very willing to take risk with everything that I've done sort of throughout my life. I'm in crypto heavily, have been from a young age, and that sort of desensitized me massively to risking my money for a return. Now, I am very frugal in terms of spending my money on stupid things. I won't go and buy heaps of stupid things. I feel like that's, like I said twice already, stupid. However, in terms of seeing a return, I will put money into stocks. I'll put money into crypto. I'll put money into my business without a doubt. Like, I will buy a course. I will buy books. I will buy something that helps within my business. And that's good. You need to be able to risk. In order to make $1,000, In order to make $1 million, you need to go through $1 million worth of pain. And that $1 million worth of pain might be spending $1 million to make $1 million, but now you know how to make $1 million and you could probably do it for less. Like, what is something? You have to be willing to spend $1,000 to make $10,000. You have to be willing to risk. No, it's risk. You have to be willing to risk $10,000 to make $100,000 or $20,000. You have to be always willing to risk a certain amount of money to make a greater return. That's the game. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. Can't remember how I got into the topic of that, but that's a little side tangent there that I'll make one more in depth in the future when I've really solidified the concept in my mind of risk, because it is something that's really important to understand, to realize, and to recognize when there are moments that there is a risk that you should be taking, but you're not taking it because you're scared of taking the risk. And life is, I've said this before, and I'll say it so many times from now, but life is a game of making bets. And what you want to do is you want to stack these lopsided bets in your favor and make them every single time. So for example, with crypto, the way I view certain things is, say you have a 50% chance of something making you money or losing you money. However, the upside is you make 10 times the money you put in, but the downside is you lose 50% of the worth. So, for example, let's say I put, for the sake of numbers, put $1,000 into Solana in crypto. The potential there is I could turn that $1,000 into $10,000. Let's just say it's 50% chance that it goes to 10,000, but there's also a 50% chance that it goes to 500 and loses 50%. You should be making that bet every single day of the week. It's like going to a roulette table, having a 50% chance of hitting black, except when you hit black, you get paid out 10 times your money, and if you hit red, you only lose the money you put in. You take that bet every single day of the week, and that is the same in life. It's a game of taking bets and finding the lopsided bets that have greater returns in your favor. Business is one of them. You can spend money, time, and energy, all of these different things on a business. And guess what? You're only going to lose what you put in. You might lose 50% of it. You might break even. But in the chance that that wins, you can get paid millions from it. I've heard Jeff Bezos use the analogy. Business is like playing baseball. More often than not, you will strike out. However, when you hit a home run, it's not just worth one home run. It could be worth 1 million home runs. So I've completely butchered that, but you get the point. For stuff that I'm focusing on, so tomorrow I go to Fiji. There's a few things I want to talk about that, but I'll probably talk about that later tonight because I want to go to the gym. I'm not going to do any weights. I literally just... oh, excuse me. I love the Stairmaster just because I sit down and I'm sitting all day. So I don't feel like... I feel like when I get to the gym, I need to sweat. I need to do something that like kills me. And obviously meaning not literally. Don't be stupid. But... for example, yesterday I was on it for 20 minutes, level 8, I think, and then came off just dripping in sweat. And I really like that because I need it. I need it to feel like I'm not just sitting and sedentary all day. I'm not just sitting in the one place. Like I need to move. I need to get steps in. I need to do a certain level of exercise and feel like I've exerted a certain amount of energy. So that's what I do. I want to sit on it for longer. And then I also want to do a bit of boxing. I really enjoyed my boxing recently, so almost got him. A few things I've got to do before the end of today. I've got some client work I need to do. I need to set up some conversions tracking for a client. He got a new landing page done that we're going to be running Google ads to, so I'm really excited to see that. I love the website redone. It looks awesome. So that'll be really good. That'll take me probably an hour and a half to set up that conversion tracking. So that's an example of where I'll be just focusing on getting that done and not getting distracted. And then a couple of other little bits of client work, a few things I've got to do. And then tonight I'm going to run you through my plan for Fiji, what that's going to look like, what I plan to do with my days, what's the split between working and then relaxing and not working is going to be, what am I going to be doing, what's my goal, all of it, how I'm also going to communicate with clients. And it's because I'm still going to work, but it's just how much and what am I going to do? Am I going to be making calls, or will I message them and tell them I'm going to call them the following week? I'll walk you through it then. So I'm going to head to the gym. All right, here's the game plan for when I get to Fiji. I'm actually going to keep this quite quick and short because I've got to have a shower, got to finish packing, make sure everything's all good, and then I've got to get an early one because I'm waking up at 5:15. So in terms of what I'll plan to do over there, I am planning to have a relax, but mainly a lot of thinking, brainstorming, and planning as to the business, what I'm going to do, as well as refine a few things. I'm going to be completely rereading Alex Hormoz's $100 million offers and $100 million leads and restructuring bits within the business to align with that and really use those two before his new book comes out. I've already pre-ordered it, to have the business set up in a way that really facilitates growth and scale and facilitates me to be able to provide a lot of value to customers, get a lot of customers, and also to make a lot of money. Because at the end of the day, that's why we're all doing business, aren't we? In terms of the actual specifics, I'm still going to have a few client calls, and I'm still going to be working to get everything set up, setting up conversion tracking for clients, tracking the Google Ads campaigns, the Facebook Ads campaigns, getting SEO set up for a client. All of these different things I'm still going to be doing. That way, I'm still progressing the business forward. However, I say I'm going to have a break. I'm still going to be working. However, being in that location with the rest of the extended family, it's not like when me and Lucas go to Bali and we're going to be genuinely locked in working the whole time. We are going to be, this is how I see it. I see myself sitting in the sun, getting tanned AF. I'm going to come back looking black, hopefully. No, but all jokes aside, probably there'll be a couple of hours during the day I'll be sat at a desk getting some work done. But as well as I hope majority we sit by a pool, getting some sun, reading, planning, thinking, and then some relaxing as well. But those three I actually find very relaxing, and I see that as relaxing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing a lot of golf. I'm still going to be posting every single day. So do not fear. Those are still coming. I haven't last 2 days, so yesterday's video and today's video. And I think maybe the one before that, I haven't done any of the edited intros, which I'm going to get back to when I'm in Fiji, find a way to get some cool shots and then show them. I'll show you what the place likes. We're staying at the Hilton in Fiji, so that'll be pretty cool. Maybe meet some cool people over there. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Just good to go on a little family holiday with the grandparents who are getting old. You never know how much time you have left with them, so each time I see them, it's really nice. I use it as a massive opportunity to just be as grateful as I can to have them and to do cool things. Like I play a lot of golf with my grandpa and I enjoy it. It's some of the most fun I have. So it'll be good trip, good holiday, and I'll get good work done. I've got a remarkable where I've got that many ebooks on it. I've got $100 million offers, $100 million leads, and the whole plane. It's a 4-hour plane trip. I'm just going to be reading and planning things out. So first, get everything I need to from $100 million offers. I already have an offer, so I don't need as much from that. But then $100 million leads, I do have things in place as well. I've got the VA scraping leads. I've got the software to send stuff from. I've got paid ads. I've got a few things in order. However, I do want to reread it just to make sure I've got everything, if there's bits I've missed, as well as things that I can do to enhance my processes and just really scale and grow the thing. That's what I want to do. So that's my plan for Fiji. I will update when I'm over there, let you know how it's going, what I'm doing, how much work I'm actually getting done. Watch, I'll come back in a week and say, yeah, I did nothing. I can see that happening. However, by nothing, that nothing, even if that happens, is still going to include me doing the client work that I need to do. So that never stops. But today is day 47 on the road to $1 million at 18. My name is Jack. I'm documenting the day-to-day of what it's like to get to $1 million and then beyond. I'll see you tomorrow when I'm in Fiji.